The world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you may not be right for some.
It's Sirius Speedway.
Who writes this stuff? God, it's amazing. Are you guys lost like I am? It's like nobody talks the way that this stuff is written. Some intern at NBC News Channel writes this crap.
Here are your hosts, Dave Moody and Angie Skinner.
I take no blame for this. This was not my doing. Now the different strokes theme. Todd Bridges before he was a here another thing back before he had his own bag of cocaine and
no, he's better now.
Now
he's totally drug free now.
And Gary Coleman, who's totally oxygen free.
Bless his heart.
Bless his little heart. Bless his little short heart. Let's go to the hotline.
Joke on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go there anymore.
Let's go to the hotline and talk to the point leader on the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, driver of the Exide Battery Wolfpack Rental Chevrolet, James Buescher. Hello.
James Buescher's going, who the hell are you
What the
talking
hell?
about and what's
Yeah.
different strokes?
We're sorry.
I was just kind of blocking it all out.
You probably
No,
never
it's
even
kinda
heard of
sensitive.
different
That's what
strokes, have
I
you?
guarantee it.
I did a couple minutes ago.
Yeah,
I
that's
realized
about it.
that.
Okay, yeah. God, these young kids. Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit about your weekend in Joliet, Illinois. How'd it go?
It was definitely not our best weekend of the year by any means, but we had a lot of struggles throughout the race. We had a lot of speed in the truck in practice and qualifying and at times during the race, but we had a lot of struggles through the race and came home with the 11th place finish, which I would consider that a win for everything that we went through in the race. So not a good weekend for us, but held on to the point lead by a little bit. And the good thing is we're moving on to the next racetrack.
Run down, as unhappy and distasteful as it may be, you're right. You cleared a lot of hurdles during the course of that race. Run them down one after another for us so our listeners get an idea of how much you guys had to overcome.
I might leave a couple out just because I don't remember. But,
right.
we're really fast in practice, and we made a couple changes to the truck that gained some speed, but, it's some different stuff that we haven't really ran and haven't really tested in race conditions. And, for whatever reason, at times throughout the race, we'd lose the handle on the truck and just could never get it back. We got some vibrations at times that were just sporadic. I didn't really know where they came from, and then they'd go away, and another vibration would start, and then we had a flat tire at one point and pitted a green flag. I thought we had a flat early on, and it was at the start of green flag pit cycles, and we were going to wait 5 or 6 more laps, and we came in as soon as I felt like we needed to, and turns out there was nothing wrong with it, but it had a weird feel to it, so we came in and just to stay on the safe side. But the good thing is it was during green flag pit cycles, so it didn't really hurt us very much, and we moved on. But later on in the race, I did have a tire going down, and we had to pit really short of our pit window. I think it was around lap 100, and we had to stretch it to the end on fuel. But luckily, the race stayed green for the rest of the race, and they went through green flag pit cycles, and we got our lap back, and we got back in the 11th position. So, it would have been nice to see a caution in the last 10 laps or so to kind of bunch the field back up and maybe get a couple spots. But at the same time, it was nice to not see a caution between lap 100 and 140 or so. So you can't get everything you wish for, but we did get some luck at the end to be able to get back up and close to the top 10.
So other than that, you really didn't have to overcome anything, right? It was a pretty smooth weekend for you. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know what the vibrations were, but at times it felt like, we had loose wheels, and then it felt like there was a driveline vibration, and, there was just so many different things going on. I don't even know. I couldn't even explain everything to Michael Shelton, my crew chief, and, one lap it'd be tight, and then the next lap the truck would be loose in the same spot that it was tight before, and it was just really hard to be able to translate what was going on, to make some adjustments, to even come up with an idea of what adjustments to make the thing drive better. So it was a struggle for sure, but like I said, we turned a bad night into an okay night.
You know, we talk about this here all the time, that there are a lot of things that separate a championship team from guys that want to be championship teams. And one of them is to take a disaster and turn it into an 11th place finish. To take a day where virtually everybody would have forgiven you if you just thrown your hands up and said, well, the truck is junk and our luck is even worse, and we're just going to finish 28th today. You didn't do that, and you got an 11th out of it at the end of the day, and that's, an 11th place finish didn't hurt you very much, if at all.
No, it hurt us a little bit in the points, but not too bad, and, that's the attitude this team has. We never quit, We've had some races where it looks like we're going to finish 25th, and somehow at the end we pulled out some 8th place finishes, and 10th in Atlanta when I thought we were maybe a 15th place truck, and like you said, an 11th this past weekend. We never give up. The race isn't over until the checkered flag falls, so you just got to work as hard as you possibly can until that happens, and get the best finish as possible and gain the most points as possible, especially when you're points racing.
I know you would have loved to have it this way, but I don't think anybody, maybe even yourself included, thought that once you had this point lead, you were just going to pull away and make it a walk in the park and win it by 20 or 30 points. Nobody expected that, I guess, huh?
I don't think you can expect that, although it would be very nice, a lot less stressful to be able to do something like that. But, the way this season's been going, it seems like some bad luck comes to the point leader, and then the other guys catch back up. So, it happened to us this past weekend. It's happened to Sauter. It's happened to Austin Dillon. It seems like as soon as you get to the point lead, you're on some momentum, and you feel like you can pull away and stretch out a point lead over second. But, I think it's just this season just seems like just got to create some more drama and close the point lead back up and have a really close battle. I think it's 6 points between the top three. So, we're going to New Hampshire. We finished second there last year, and I think we have a really good truck there, this year. So it's the same truck that I ran at Lucas Oil Raceway and finished second with earlier this year. So, I'm looking forward to this weekend for sure.
Well, I was going to ask you about Loudon last fall, and as close as you've come to going to victory lane on the Truck Series so many different times, that one was probably the closest of the bunch, wasn't it? I mean, we were up there in the booth, Jeff Striegel and I calling the race, and I turned to him at one point and said, well, get ready because we're going to have a first-time winner today, and it just somehow didn't work out.
No, it didn't work out. Of course, the caution came out at the end of the race. We had a pretty good lead over second and set up the green-white checker and, got run into by the 18. So it didn't work out, but, I finished second there and finished second last time I ran the truck that we're taking there. So maybe we can improve on that and maybe get our first win. But a lot of confidence going into the weekend, having ran so well there last year and ran so well last time we took this truck to the racetrack. And, all the guys are pumped up. We've got, the last 2 weeks, last two races have kind of been probably our worst two races of the year. If you take out Martinsville and then the race that we didn't even race at Phoenix, these two races kind of been down on performance from where we've been most of the season. So looking forward to getting New Hampshire and bouncing back and getting back up running the top five.
Do you go to Loudon feeling like that place owes you one after last year?
I don't think anybody owes me anything. I think you could say it owes me one, but at the same time we were in position to win and just didn't do it. So, just circumstances, and that's part of racing. I don't think anybody owes anybody anything in racing. I think it's just part of it.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's probably right. Just leave that stuff behind and go in there with all the confidence you can muster because you, like you said, you've done very well there in the past, and you've got a great truck underneath you this week too.
Absolutely, and hopefully another good weekend for Exide Batteries and everybody on this 31 team.
All right, bud. Best of luck. We'll see you there, and maybe it's just that first win 1 year delayed. Who knows?
Hopefully.
Let's see.
I think so.
All right, bud. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day. All right. That's James Buescher. Exide Batteries, Wolfpack Rentals on the side of that truck, leading the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series points, but not by a lot.